I'm filming this direction so that my YouTube, I can write words on the left side and the right side. So that side and that side, but you know what I mean. I figured I should probably do an introduction to the video series that I have been creating for the past couple of weeks. Title being Personal Business Shared Publicly. And that is what's going on here. So over the next series of a couple of videos, and what you're about to watch is my personal business shared publicly. Why? Because for some people it will comfort them. For others it will satisfy some curiosity of things that they are worried about. And it also helps me process items as well, because I am essentially a pretty private, quiet, awkward person. I don't really enjoy talking to people like in one-on-one settings and trying to handle those kinds of conversations. They feel awkward to me, and I'm also trying to busily trying to manage the feelings of others instead of possibly taking care of myself. So like and subscribe down below to these messages, get notifications, join my little video family, and this will be part 1, and I hope you stick with me through the whole journey. I really, A is for accept, and if I am going to walk the talk, then I should be able to be an example and an educator and help others understand, you know, the process. So keep watching. Hi there. Hi. So, this is what a healthy person looks like before they head to the Stephanie Spielman breast cancer, whatever it is, facility to get a lump bump checked. So at this point, I'm completely healthy. And I mean, I know that I have a bump, but my doctor says that cancer doesn't hurt. So since it's a dull ache sometimes, chances are that it is not a cancer. But it's been on my mind a lot since I noticed it, and then I went to the doctor. And so now I need to go get the ultrasound and the imaging done and all of that fun stuff. But as of right this moment, of course, I don't know anything, so I'm perfectly healthy. I do know that over a break, I've lost a lot of sleep. And I've been grouchy, and I've been concerned. And so it's been kind of I don't know, just kind of a really uncomfortable winter break, because I think I've also been like just staying up late and like literally just kind of afraid to fall asleep. So that makes me tired and grouchy, because I'm not one to stay up late, but I have been staying up really late. And I think that when I asked myself why I was staying up late, it was really because, you know, I think I was just afraid to fall asleep. So I'm off, and we'll go see. They said that the appointments take a long time, but I'll know before I leave. So I'll know before I leave, and we'll see what happens next. Okay, so I'm all done, and mammogram doesn't show something, but the ultrasound does. So I get to come back for a biopsy on Thursday, so just a couple days. So I got my little book that I get to leave with to explain markers and biopsy procedures and all of that sort of stuff. So there's still don't know what it is, but time to
get ready and finish my day.
Good morning. It's, I don't know what time it is, like 7:35, maybe something like that. Time for trip number 2 to the Stephanie Spielman Comprehensive Breast Center at the James for a biopsy. So the progression has been Monday, ultrasound, mammogram, Thursday, biopsy. Then I won't find out my results. Someone will call me in probably 3 to 5 days. So I had to get out of the house early because I didn't want to cross paths with anyone. It's the morning. I don't really feel like talking. It's been, it's just been a rough couple of weeks because I don't want to oversimplify Schrödinger's cat, but it feels like a Schrödinger's cat because right now I'm healthy, right? I mean, I don't have anything because no one's told me that I have anything other than a bump, a lump or whatever. So, but yet your mind is like, thinks you do have everything, cancer, and so it's one of those things where you don't have cancer, but you have cancer at the exact same time, just because, you're wondering and you're worrying about it, and your mind will take a trip all the way, down to the worst case scenario. And I was meditating this morning and listening to a talk, and basically we are wired, negativity bias, we are wired to expect the worst, and find the worst in everything more often and more easily than we are able to find the good. So, I'm up, I'm showered, can't wear deodorant because you can't wear any powders or deodorant for these things. If you are a woman, you know that. And it's, by the time I was done on Monday, I was already smelling the funk because I was so nervous. The nervous sweats smell differently than the everyday sweats. So I'm going to drive over there. I guess they numb it, stick a needle in, they leave a little marker, and mine is called a top hat marker, and you know how much I've always loved top hats, so I will take that as a good sign that I'm getting a top hat. And that's a little teeny tiny thing, and it'll stay there so that in all future imaging they can be like, oh yeah, that's that thing, it's nothing. So another couple of days and we'll figure out what's going on. Woohoo! There, how is everybody doing? I am following up, catching you up on the in-between waiting time to tell you about the biopsy. It was fine. Everyone at the Stephanie Spielman Center is super nice, super nice, and they take really good care of you. It was a pretty easy process. So it's Saturday. It happened Thursday, so Friday and it happened Wednesday? No, Wednesday was the first day of the year, so it happened Thursday. So I did ice all of Thursday, afterwards. On Friday, ice all of Friday, and on Friday I could take off the over bandage. And the bruise is pretty, it's like bruisey. It's almost got like a line to it to where you could see where maybe the biopsy needle like traveled. And the steri strips are on, so it's less sore today on Saturday. I iced a little bit yesterday because it was still sore. I don't really take aspirin or pain relievers, so like my pain relievers, like whatever children's chewables are around the house, so I had that more so just when it was like achy or sore. I did not lift. I tried not to lift anything over 5 pounds for Thursday and Friday. My dog, though, Cookie is probably 9 pounds, so occasionally I would lift her. I should have lifted her with my left arm, but instead I just don't think about it out of habit. It was a pretty quick process. Doctor initialed my boob so that we knew which one he was working on. 3 people present, they all agreed he was on the correct side. They kind of do like a numbing, and then they insert a needle and numb some more, insert it farther and numb some more. I think that's the way it works. And then you can kind of watch it all happen on the ultrasound screen. Then you know, he sticks the probe in and it takes a sample for the biopsy, and he says it's a click, but it's really a snap. It's like a plastic snapping noise when it grabs some of the tissue. And they must have taken, shoot, 5. I feel like there was like 5 or 6 snaps of tissue taken, and then they inserted the little marker. And I guess I got a butterfly marker, not a top hat. They said it was a butterfly. So that's nice too. Top hats and butterflies. And, you know, the most probably awkward, painful part is when the nurse had to stand and apply pressure and just press down on me for 10 full minutes, just standing there squishing the crap out of my boob to, I guess, stop the bleeding or whatever. So it looks just bruised, and today, 2 days later, I feel less pain. Still bruisey though, and I guess Monday or Tuesday I will get some results. Overall, not too scary. Everyone was just super nice, and the process was quick. They did a mammogram afterwards to make sure you could see the butterfly, and they didn't squish you as much as they normally do. So, one step closer to answers. Let's just hope for just some sort of fatty tissue. Yay! Bye. Okay, so I just got off the phone with the nurse practitioner for my biopsy results, and she was very kind. She's super nice, and unfortunately my biopsy did show a cancer, so she's getting me set up with lots of things. How does it feel to hear that? Like my whole insides, my solar plexus, if you will, seized up, and it's felt like I don't want to say butterflies, but this nervous electricity just all through my torso, seized up of you know, how you feel when bad news happens, or you know, that horrible feeling when things go awry. It is still lingering. I can actually see the pulse in my wrist beating. I need additional imaging. I will meet with a surgeon. I will meet with a plastic surgeon in case that's necessary. Talk about radiation therapy if that's necessary. They're going to do additional imaging, a contrast enhanced mammogram. That's going to be my next step, because this lump didn't show up in the mammogram at all. It only showed up on ultrasound because I have very dense breast tissue. And the contrast, she said, will show how big it is and whether or not a lumpectomy works, or whatever else. It's kind of overwhelming. My dad's been really worried because he knows that the results are coming in, and I don't know how he's going to take this, because my mom found out she had cancer at age 54. It was lymphoma, not the same. I am 54. My mom died at 59, and so my dad is, of course, paranoid and worried, and that the numbers are going to show up again to align. And I am determined enough to not be dead at 59, because I don't have all gray hair yet. My life goal is to have a big long gray ponytail, and or I really just want to be the Anne Bancroft in Great Expectations. I want to grow into a crazy old lady. So they suggested when I go to my next appointments, when I meet with everybody, because I'll have lots of information given to me, to bring an extra set of ears. And I don't think I can ask my dad, just because it would probably frustrate me more. And, you know, I have to, I don't know, I have to deal with it. So I'm going to see if I can get one of my friends to go with me instead. Just because my friends often know better what kind of questions to ask and stuff like that than me. You know, they wanted to do the imaging tomorrow, get me in right away and do the imaging tomorrow, but I teach tomorrow first class, and I need to teach my students, and that's what I want to do. So I'm going to see if they can get me in later in the week, and when my days are more open. So that's in the journey, and now I have to prioritize how I let everybody know. Of course, I have to tell my daughter, and I have to tell her dad and his girlfriend, because they're the ones who are gonna get me through this with a smile, because, you know, that's who they are. And I have to tell my dad. But I won't be home tonight until well after 7 or 8 p.m. because I teach tonight. So that gives me the rest of the day to really figure out how I let everybody know. You know, it's in my mind, it's small, and this is manageable. So it just happens to be cancer. So I will keep you posted for the rest of my journey. Good morning, best part of the day, before the house wakes up and I'm the only one except for pets making noises. So here we are. This begins day 3 of me knowing the condition of Schrodinger's cat. Apparently I have a cancer that 80% of breast cancers are, and apparently my markers look good, all of that stuff, whatever that means, I won't really know. I go tomorrow for a contrasting dye mammogram because my cancer did not show up on a mammogram, only on an ultrasound because of the dense tissue, and I felt it, like I'm the one that found it. I guess I'll call this like my honeymoon phase, where my life's patterns still continue on, and I can essentially ignore that I know this, and life goes on as usual, and any sort of frightening thoughts haven't crept in. I've been too busy teaching, and when I'm in a classroom teaching, you know, that's like the best part of my day, so I just, you know, plow through that and have fun and laugh and don't really worry about it. I'm not inherently a scattery person, but I've been making copious to-do lists to remember things, because I think that what my brain is doing, it's like this operating system is running in the background of constant awareness of the reality of my situation. So in the background, the brain, the operating system is running and running and running and running, and it does like make my concentration less focused than I would like it to be, or that it normally would be. I'm definitely sleeping better than I did over the winter break because now I have an answer. I'm not sure if, uncertainty is worse or an answer is worse, or they're just two separate things, and you adjust and you keep moving forward. So I'm going to end this here, and I'll probably start like a new vlog with the contrasting dye and the meetings with the doctors and me figuring out what I'm going to do next, and my support group. Everyone that knows has been great before this goes public, and I know that it's stressful on my dad, but he's hanging in there, and he's, doing fine with it. I'm sure that it's been difficult on him. My daughter's doing fine with it. I'm sure it's been devastating for her. So, I'm here for them as needed while they are trying to be here for me as needed. So, like I said, there's this honeymoon phase where my patience is super expanded. I'm patient with everybody. Things aren't getting to me. But then also people are being extra gentle with me. So eventually that honeymoon phase will end, and we'll all start getting pissed at each other just like normal. But right now it's okay. And I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy the entire vlog series to see how it goes. And I'll see you later.